Hello everybody and welcome into the CyberGamer TV studios. Myself, Tobi Wan here for what should be one hell of an epic night. We have a possibility of 5 matches, at least 3 of them, to actually get ourselves through the GosuCup Grand Final. And before we actually talk about our teams, I'm going to talk about my co-commentator who has actually joined me this time tonight. It is the wonderful, the amazing, the ever so German yet Chinese Slash. How are you doing tonight, dude?
I'm doing very well, Tobi, and you're actually saying tonight, so that's I might have a good effect on you.
I got to switch myself over to European time. Come on.
Yeah, that's more convenient, definitely. So we are both actually looking forward to this match to be played. Obviously, best of 5 always guarantees 3 games at least, so that should be an epic duel of 2 of the best teams currently in Europe.
Yeah, of course, those 2 teams being GGnet, actually the hosts of this entire tournament, obviously being the GosuCup, GGnet. If you put 1 and 1 together, you can make 2. Going up against Garaj. Is it Garaj? How do you actually pronounce it in Russian?
Well, I have no idea how to pronounce it.
I like calling them the Moscow 5.
So
The Moscow 5 sounds frickin' boss. So
yeah, let's call them M5 and be done with it.
I'm so down with that. I'm so down with that. So, you know, screw this Garage. Not that I'm saying screw Garage. It's probably a really great sponsor. I'm really happy for them. Actually, Moscow 5 is their sponsor. But Moscow 5 just sounds so lean. It's like this mafia kind of like trench coat. Give me a I kick your ass, man. That sort of sounds like it. It's really cool team though. It used to be known as DTS, obviously, or at least 2/5 of what DTS was. They did actually have 3 new members join them, so it's a bit of a chop and change around with their team. GGnet obviously being the old New World Order. So both teams have had a bit of a when you say facelift. Actually, by the way, I'll put you guys into the game because the game has actually started up, so we're in draft mode. But I still want to keep talking about this. But both teams have actually undergone name changes. But DTS, aka Moscow 5 now, they've undergone a hell of a lot of changes in the past couple of months.
Oh yeah, definitely they did. They lost the 2 Ukrainian players, Artstyle and Dandy. Who were both actually quite crucial in the team's in DTS's achievements last year. Artstyle being the captain of the team, and Dandy most of the time is solo mid, semi-carry. So they lost 2 forces, but apparently after recent training, they've been doing very well indeed. After they were picked up by Moscow 5 as new sponsors, they haven't lost a single matchup so far. So they have a 100% winning rate on the GosuBet. So yeah, definitely we'll be looking forward to this and see how it goes.
Yeah, because we were actually talking about this game before it even started, obviously being a couple of hours ago. Didn't really want to, I didn't actually, because when you said what you said, I was just like, hang on, no, I'm not going to talk about this now. I'm going to save this for the Shoutcast because we're going to have a nice healthy debate right now about the predictions for what we're actually going to go. Now, I said straight up it's going to be 1-3. I said 1-3 and it's going to go in favour of the Moscow 5. And that's the thing, GGnet, they're pretty strong. But I just think Moscow 5 are basically going to take a lot of the control, but GGnet's going to get one of those openings that's going to win them one of these 5 matches. And then you came back with 3-2. You didn't say who to, but you did actually say, like, along the lines of Moscow 5, they like to control early on in the piece, but GGnet over the long period of time, it's like they got more stamina or something. You can explain what you actually said a little bit better than me.
I basically said what I said was, my prediction, let's put it that way, was 3-2 in favor of GGnet, simply because I don't think that it will be such. But GGnet definitely they all consist of players who've got great experience in the past, so they are one of those teams who are actually able to bounce back from defeat, much like eHome was in China. So I suppose that. Moscow 5 will take the first game. This is also one of my predictions. They will take game 1, and afterwards GGnet should come back and win 3-2 in total. This was my prediction. Obviously, I can be proved very wrong. I mean, it's best of 5.
If you're actually proved right and we go to a 5th and final deciding match, I'm not even going to care if you're right or wrong. I'm just going to be enjoying the DOTA.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should actually talk a bit about the drafting phase instead of
That's
talking about our
ridiculous. That's
predictions.
absolutely crazy, dude. Now, what are we here for? A game of Dota? I just don't know. Yes, we are. Okay, so Visage, Doombringer, Ancient Apparition all banned out by GGnet. We see Weaver, Invoker, and Lich taken out. First pick did go to GGnet. They picked up Morphling straight away. Can you dare say the word Kurukai? Jumping over to Moscow 5, we have Batrider Pugner. Then GGnet came back with Enigma SF. And last but not least, we have Syllabear, the Lone Druid, coming up as our third and final pick there for the Moscow 5.
Oh god, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe 1 minute behind you. That's kind of crap. Hold on a second. I'll try to refresh and see how it goes. I'm not lagging on your stream at all, but I'm just...
Yeah,
delay.
there does actually have to be the delay because I'm actually inside the game. Obviously, we can't let the players cheat. That's why there is that delay. So I do apologise, Slash. You're probably going to miss out on the battles until about a minute after. So yeah, I apologise for that one. The delay is only supposed to be about 30 seconds, but it does actually fluctuate for each person, which does actually make it completely impossible to cheat. So that's the upside about it all too, because you never know how long it's actually waiting for. But yes. Still with the picks though now, this is actually interesting because I was reading a big, it was actually on GosuGamers, this guy made up this big review about, I think it was one of the semi-final matches and also the OPSL tournament, for the fact of like Syllabear being picked and how popular it's actually in Russia at the moment, but mainly for the semi-push strat, I think he actually labelled it as. So it was around the 30-40 minute mark, Syllabear, you just basically push straight through. Like, do you think we're going to see something similar? Obviously, you got Pugner there as well, so he's great for pushing. Batrider for the ganking and try and separate the heroes off of having trouble with just one. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think Syllabear generally speaking, is a good pick. Certainly top tier. The biggest advantage he has, and the reason why he's picked, I think, is after you pass like the 30-minute mark, you can't afford to lose a single team fight, like a 5-on-5 fight, because if you do, you lose one lane, like straight off the cut. This you can't do, because if Syllabear survives the fight and manages, and there's nobody else to defend anything, he just pushes through a lane easily. So there's a big pressure of keeping Syllabear down. On the other hand, Chinese teams have have started not to pick Syllabear anymore because of the new item Medallion of Courage, which kills his bear very, very fast. So we might see this as a counter too, exactly, because also GGnet, they've picked up Shadow Fiend, who's also reducing armor. So we might actually see this being countered in this case.
Yeah, because we do know that Kurukai is like a massive, massive fan of all Chinese Dota. He definitely made that clear when he was actually over for SMM 2009. So maybe he has also been watching it pretty damn closely to pick up those heroes. And you're actually talking about don't want to lose a 5v5 battle. GGnet, it looks like their entire lineup is built currently for a 5v5 battle. Like the Enigma ulti, SF ulti, it's just like it asks for a big group battle.
Yeah. So how are we doing for the second round bans? Have we already passed them?
Second round bans just finished, so we have Venomancer and Crystal Maiden taken out by GGnet. Clockwork Goblin makes it to the ban pool finally as well. Surprising he didn't make it in earlier. As well as Windrunner, the last two bans coming out from the Moscow 5. And Vengeful Spirit comes up as the fourth pick here for GGnet. And we are counting down the timer, just so you can actually get yourself a little bit of reference too. Counting down, wow, it just picked up Witch Doctor. So we're counting down the GGnet timer on normal time at 43, 42, 41. And that'll give you some form of indication about how long you've actually got left to go. But two support heroes did just come out from both teams for the fourth pick.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, I think it's around 40, 50 seconds behind you. So it's all right. It's all right. I just do the analysis after the team fight happens or whatever. I want to talk about the Vengeful Spirit pick. I think I'm sort of surprised that Moscow 5 didn't ban Vengeful Spirit, since GGnet had their first pick, and Vengeful Spirit is one of those users who works perfectly with SF through the command aura and the minus armor as well. And also, Vengeful Spirit herself is a great counter to SF and Enigma. I think Moscow 5, they wanted to pick Vengeful Spirit, but since GGnet had the first pick, they took her away and prevented them from taking it.
Yeah, they probably thought they could get away with it, and then even then they knew they had Witch Doctor coming off the back of it if they needed it. Actually, weird, interesting question I have for you. Witch Doctor, a hero which I definitely love for everything he does. He's freaking sweet. But I actually haven't seen him appear a hell of a lot in recent Shoutcasts. I don't know if I'm just picking wrong games to actually Shoutcast, picking most of the finals and semis. But he hasn't been picked as much of late. Do you think there's just something underlying behind it? Like, are people now starting to move on for him?
Not sure. Well, Witch Doctor is still definitely... He's a stable support. His bouncing stun works perfectly, and the heal on level 1 is already good enough most of the time to save an ally or further a push. So I still think that Witch Doctor is a good pick, but he's still squishy, one fact. And nowadays we don't see Witch Doctor skinning Maledic anymore because he needs to get in close to get that spell off.
I'm loving how the Moscow 5 basically just said we've got exactly the same pick. By the way, guys, on the live stream, I'm just going to lower the quality down for just a second. It looks like a couple of people are lagging, so hopefully this does actually help you out. So live stream people, you guys will be back in a sec. That includes you there, Slash, so you'll actually want to restart your stream as well. That might also help reduce the lag you've actually got. So we are actually kicking off. Your last two picks were actually Earthshaker for the Moscow 5. Hopefully I'm going to see NS playing that one. I actually just clicked on him, didn't actually see who was actually playing, and it's actually AA. He'll be playing as that one. And our other last pick was Puck, which came out for Azen. So your end up lineup will be Enigma, which will be Sway. I keep getting in trouble for pronouncing his name incorrectly, but Pycat will be playing as SF. Miracle will be VS. Azen will be Puck. Kurokai, as always, will be your farming Morphling. Dread will be playing as Batrider. Light of Heaven will be playing as our Syllabear. We have G playing as Pugner, NS playing as Witch Doctor, and the Earthshaker is AA. And looks like already the Moscow 5 are on the aggressive warpath. Earthshaker is the only one not caught in the smoke. That could have been a mistake. But they do actually catch out the Enigma. Possible first blood. ES Fisher does go down, moving himself back. There's oh no, he's screwed. I was so thinking, you know what, it'll be fine. But no, Sticky Napalm did come out there from Dread. So first blood already going down, and they've already calling for the save. That's right, boys, I'm on it.
Right, I'll be right back. I'm refreshing the stream a bit. So.
Awesome, it's just like, I'll be right back. Crap, got to go crap myself after that one. Crap myself like a bear in the woods. Except Syllabear wasn't crapping himself. He was on the winning team for that one. Surprisingly, I've never seen the Spirit Bear actually take a crap in a game. Interesting. Good control of bowel movements. All right, let's have a look down towards our lanes now. So it looks like Vengeful Spirit will be down there on the bottom lane with Kurokai. Obviously, Enigma was going to be down in the neutrals and then just giving a little bit of support to that lane. Won't happen this time. Splitting his conversions up. They're going to run out while the Illusion Room was taken on the bottom lane there by the Moscow 5, just checking around inside the Sentinel neutrals. They're going to want to shut down that Enigma nice and fast. It'll be Pugner going up against SF there in the mid lane. I apologise, I think the game sounds just a little bit too loud right now, but I'll drop that down so we don't have any issues. Too high. That's right, the steady hand of Tobi. DPI of 3000. What? You can't handle it. All right, so are you actually back and running with us now, Slash?
I'm not.
Fail. Sweet. Let me know when you are. At the moment, we're just approaching into the 1 minute of the game. Actually, Puck's already in trouble up here on the top lane. He's orbed himself into the crevice. And Light of Heaven is just able to finish him off. That makes it 2-0 already in favour of the Moscow 5.
It's kind of dangerous. Yeah, so you go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know how he ended up in that one. I just like jumped myself up there. I'm thinking, hang on, there's someone who's in a lot of trouble up there. How is Puck already in trouble? He's got like the best escape mechanism of the game, and it looks like it actually screwed him over in this game.
Yeah, why I say it's dangerous simply because Moscow 5, they have the advantage, and how should I put it, is they are pushing lineup. If they have an early game advantage, it would be very difficult to stop them. Who got the first blood?
First blood did actually come down for the gank. So First blood, actually I don't know who actually got the last hit for it. We'll check that one in just a second. We did have that kill on bottom lane as well, just next to the tier 1 tower. So able to actually dive onto Batrider with Morphling. It was actually the Enigma who got the last hit in that lane. Top lane is actually, the tower is almost already dead. Voodoo Restoration at level 1 for Witch Doctor. Keeping that bear really pushing hard, and there's nothing Puck can really do against that. They'll probably rotate themselves out a little bit after this, but it's like even like the mid battle between Shadow Fiend and Pugner. I want to actually check the CS scores of that one in just a moment, and I'm pretty sure no one's actually going to be killing anybody. Yeah, they're not diving for the moment. I also want to check out how far behind you actually are. So we're at 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the game right now. Oh, a bit of mistiming
Okay,
there.
so I'm exactly 40 seconds behind you.
Awesome.
It's alright. It's okay.
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be worse. Batrider once again. Oh, wow, Dread is really getting nailed here. Not enough for a magic missile though, so he knows he's fine. Turns around and sticking napalm. Still got to be careful if Enigma decides to come in from the neutrals.
Players' forces are under attack.
Moscow 5. Ward placement, watching for that rune. Let's see how that mid CS battle is actually going as well. Pugner up on SF. So Pugner is currently sitting at 7 for 2. Shadow Fiend. Where am I going to find him? 11 for 4 currently. 10 for 2 on Kurukai in the bottom lane as well, going up against Batrider, who's currently sitting at 7 for 1. So that's not looking amazing. As I do that too, they did have that gank on bottom lane. Damn it! See, I try and time it right for when that's not going to happen. But yeah, I always seem to fail, Slash. I always seem to fail.
Yeah, well, it's like a curse on you, Toby.
It's the Australian curse. It won't be cured until I leave Australia.
Well, I hope that you come to Germany fairly fast then.
Possibly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Join DOTA.com. And I say no more on the subject. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. We're not looking at that. Cool. Actually, mid gank now coming off. It looks like G should actually take a fall. SF's trying to get up a little bit higher. Good nether ward. It's only a level 1 nether ward though, so was enough intimidation for SF to go, you know what, I don't want to fight this. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered. SF had no mana in the tank anyway, so it really actually doesn't matter. Bottom lane Batrider really harassing Kurukai back now. Enigma's going to come up with a DD rune into the neutrals. Kurukai waving himself to safety away from Batrider. So now Sway's probably going to do a little bit of damage. Is his name actually Sway? SWY? I'm going to say Sway. Or is that actually stand for something else? It's Puppy. Oh, thank frickin' Puppy. Just play with the name Puppy. It's not that frickin' hard. The ES has actually now come back down towards the bottom lane to help out Batrider pushing back. This GGnet side, Kurukai has already used a salve before, so now they're going to turn around and fight on Dread. Dread's in over his head, the DD damage was enough, and Puppy actually gets the last hit. That's the second last hit he's taken there from Kurukai on top of Dread down the bottom lane. Kurukai can just farm up the old-fashioned way then, huh? But that is the kill down there on the bottom lane. ES not able to get in position again in time. Even then, I think he only just got enough mana for a fissure, so he wouldn't have been able to help out even if he did get himself into position. But that does make it 3-2 now in favour of GGnet after the first two kills going towards the Moscow 5.
Right. So they pulled the advantage back, so definitely a good thing. Puppy getting the kill, I don't actually think that matters a lot, since Enigma needs to get his dagger up very fast as well. So certainly not a bad thing, so to speak.
Yeah, he's already managed to farm.
But
He's got the soul ring up already, so that's at least one thing for him. He's actually almost brought himself to death using that soul ring. But yeah, if he does get that black hole, that blink black hole up nice and fast, then SF can literally have himself a bit of a picnic. SF, actually, there's one ward watching that. Actually, no, it's actually GGnet's ward. Oh, wow, that's not going to be what they wanted. I thought that was actually a Moscow 5 ward watching that one, but ES just got one of the most perfect fissures off there. I'm just predicting where he was moving. I don't know if he actually had vision for that, but that's still a pretty awesome fissure. Doesn't really help or get his team anything, but I still wish to praise it. Actually, Kurukai takes a lot of damage down there in the bottom. Wow! Wow! Okay, that just hurts. In about 30 seconds, my co-commentator actually see what I'm talking about now. And bottom lane TP has actually just come out. Puppy is actually moving himself in. Instant Stun's trying to come out and Dread. VS going to come in from the backside. Morphling wave himself up to try and give a little bit more harassment. Firefly inside the Goblin shops, trying to actually find Firefly himself right over the top of the canal. It's probably going to run out when he's actually in it. No, it doesn't. It gives him enough time to get himself over the top here. We do actually lose Pycat in the middle lane while all that was actually happening. That was a bit of a gank up there. Actually, it was a freaking 3-man gank and push towards the tower now. But Batrider managed to actually escape on that bottom lane. But yeah, wow, that's gank off the middle lane. SF goes down and tier 1.
What happened?
Come on.
I just saw.
Oh, Dread! Oh, Dread! Magic missile! He needs one more hit. He gets one more hit. It comes from Kurukai. Dread goes down. The call for a save is coming. And the call for the save shall be answered.
Pro save it, Tobi. Go.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. Years of training. I went to the Tobi School of Saving. It had its ups and downs. We're speaking SMM 2010 as well as the Balkan Dota League.
Yeah.
But we've recovered.
I hope so.
At the moment though, Slash, like GGnet, like they're winning on the kill count board, but still, I don't know why I feel it, but Moscow 5, it just feels like they're holding the control. They've taken out 2 tier 1 towers. All their towers are still intact as well. Sure, Dre's been ganked a couple of times on bottom lane, but I don't know. It still feels like a very, very balanced game. Even though it's like 4-3, it's not massive difference. But it just feels like Moscow 5 can't actually have the little bit more of the balance.
I think so too, because
Oh no, mid lane. Mid lane. I had to say it. Now GGnet not happy with actually having a balanced game. We're going to see Pugner going down. No, he's not. He gets himself away. Wish Doctor also living in the moment. SF did come up. Kurukai waved himself right over the top. NS takes a fall. SF is trying to fall himself back a little bit further while keeping himself in the battle. But wow, Pugner managing to escape on a beast-stick of HP. Puck also flying back past the tower. GGnet, I don't think we're quite happy for Moscow 5 to hold any form of control, and now they're going to push on this tier 1 tower and claim their first tier 1. ES is trying to slow him down. Bit of a totem, bit of a fissure. Not going to stop him though. Tier 1 tower goes down. No last hit for the Sentinel side, but that is a tier 1 tower taking a fall. So, Slash, first tier 1 tower for GGnet. There are now only 1 tower difference, but they're still 5-3 so far in the game.
Yeah, it's currently it's still fairly balanced. Pugner opting for phase boots. Wow, it's a very offensive build. I gotta say that, since normally you would definitely opt for strength threats to boost up your pitiful HP. But yeah, apparently G is confident that he can do it.
Yeah, well he's we'll see how he goes. Buckler is up as well for him. So depending how he actually decides to spend his money from here, more than likely just complete up the mech. Almost that's enough money to actually do so as well. I'm only sure about 400 or so gold. And then can actually complete up that mech. But Perseverance also, to note, up for Kurukai already. With wand, with boots.
Can we have a... can we have a look on... Oh, okay, Light of Heavens, he will have his Sacred Relic very, very soon. I just saw it.
Hey, what? Oh my lord, 3,800 gold is actually in his bank account by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't be surprised. I really should not be surprised. Batrider's about to go down the bottom lane too. Morphling way on the top. Great ES Fissure. Now they land through Kurukai. He's taking the tier 1 tower. Voodoo Master comes right over the top. Kurukai did manage to actually get himself back out of there. A bit of a morph out. And now Vengeful Spirit's probably going to be taking it for the team. Morphling trying to do whatever he can to try and protect his teammate Miracle. Pugner Blast. ES Fissure will get the kill. Does damage off Kurukai as well. But Miracle does go down the bottom lane. It costs a couple of TPs down towards bottom lane though, but they do manage to walk away with a support hero kill, which is actually not that much in the grand scheme of things, but it's still a kill nonetheless, 5-4.
Yeah, I'm watching the scene currently now.
Yeah.
It's sort of difficult to like to follow what you're saying, but afterwards I'm prepared for what you were actually saying. It's actually not too bad.
Yeah, double TP coming down towards the bottom lane now. Vengeful Spirit and Enigma are back again. So they'll be able to try and hold off on this tier 1 tower. It's the last one they actually control, the big one they want to control as well. And the one that gives them that position to help out inside their own neutrals. So Morphling is there as well as Enigma. And Vengeful Spirit just tagging along for the good fun. But the Scourge team does fall back, so Dread just sitting around the Goblin shop. ES, there goes the TB from Pugna up towards the top lane. While Puck is having himself a bit of a fun time up there. 1,400 gold on top of Puck as well. The more impressive thing is that Syllabear will actually have his Radiance completed in what I would say the next minute. Just watch his gold tick up right now.
That's what I said. It was kind of worrying if they left Syllabear to free farm, and Syllabear with farm is definitely stronger than a Syllabear with farm is stronger than a Morphling with farm during mid game. Morphling is a full carry. He needs many items to actually DPS, while Syllabear just needs Radiance to be able to dish out the pain. So it just basically means that Syllabear has a...
top gank. Top gank. We have to wait for a second after this one until we see Pugna actually die. Magic Wand does go off. He drops down the Nether Ward. It is not going to affect him. Even then, Pycat was quite happy to pop off the Razor and get the kill. So G just getting his life taken away on the top lane. It did actually come from the haste rune that Puck did pick up, though. That's what initiated all of it. But that is a death up there on the top lane for him. But yeah, Syllabear, Radiance is done, dude. Radiance is done. He's flying out right now.
We're currently what? Which minute?
15, actually, 15, we go 12 minutes, 15 minutes, sorry. 12 minutes and 59 seconds exactly was when the Radiance actually reached the bear. And now they're going to push the bottom lane. This is like the kind of farm we actually saw in Alchemist actually it was our semi-final game, I think, with these guys. Where they actually, I think it was these guys, they actually had their Radiance up by 13 minutes. But that was through Alchemist. He did actually have the Goblin's Greed actually helping him, but yeah, this is Syllabear now. But the push will actually come.
This is what they should be doing. This is how you're supposed to be playing. Because as soon as Syllabear is getting his raise, you should push a lane. Because most, like at this point in the game, nobody's going to be able to be fighting head on with the Syllabear. It's just not possible.
Yeah. Looks like we just saw a bit of a quick pause coming out here from Kurokai. So he's just asking to go. Alright, so we do actually kick off. Tier 1 tower got destroyed up there on the top lane, while I just lost their one on the bottom lane. So Enigma and SF just pushing out that top lane. The bottom lane, Puck is doing what he can with illusionary orbs from range, but it's the only thing slowing them down on this bottom lane. It's the only thing.
Yeah, they will need one creep wave to tank the tower, and Syllabear demolishes the tower in a matter of seconds.
They actually see GGnet. They just pushed the top lane there, so Pycat as well as Puppy able to push up against the tier 2 tower on the top lane, so it did force Syllabear to actually TP out from that bottom lane. Gives Puck a little bit more room to breathe at the moment. Batrider just flaming up the entire creep camps. I think he just managed to pull 3 different creep camps, probably 2 at the one time as well, in this entire pull. Demolish off everything. Pugna comes in, just blast his way to money. Gotta love it.
So you should have Dagger, right?
Dagger, we're searching on... Earthshaker. No. Where's our Enigma? Enigma with no Dagger.
No, I'm not watching for Enigma. I'm asking for Batrider since you just said that he was farming one.
No, Batrider has no Dagger unless it's flying out to him. He's got Treads, Planeswalker's Cloak, and Magic Wand. As far as Batrider's farm actually goes as well, like you're only looking at 39 for 4, and he's got 4 deaths on his name too, so he's lost 310 gold from that. So Batrider is definitely not the initiator that he needs to be right now. He did get wiped pretty early on that tri lane against him though.
Yeah, that was sort of to be expected.
Are we going to see initiate on bottom lane here? Dread now getting swapped out. Magic Missile will follow through. S actually get a couple of raises. Can make 5 deaths for Dread. That's a little bit too far out. His teammate already fell back, so Wish Doctor's currently on the run. Looks like actually a bit of a gank on Morphling too. Kurokai will go down. Pug the Blast gets the last hit. He was getting burned by the Radiance and only had like 5 mana left, so he couldn't even wave himself back out of that one. So that is Kurokai being traded for Batrider. As far as the kills actually go, it makes it 7-5 now, 15 minutes and 55 seconds into match 1 of this best of 5 GosuCup Grand Final.
Yeah, this is definitely not going the way they want it. Not for GGnet, I mean, because trading a Batrider for Morphling, why not? GGnet are losing their hard carry, while Batrider is supposed to be main initiator who hasn't been, who's not fed either. So really doesn't make much of a difference.
A player's
There's
So,
we got three items that just came up which you're going to want to know about. Medallion of Courage on top of Enigma. So they're already prepared for that bear. BKB is completed on Shadowfiend at 16 minutes as well. And we also saw a Blink Dagger come out on top of Puck. He's managed to actually farm that guy up. It's the first Blink Dagger actually on the map. Before either ES or even Enigma, it's actually gone towards Puck. So there are our three new items on the map.
yeah, let's see how the effect is going to be. I think GGnet still have an edge in team fights, like in full-on fights, if Enigma gets his ulti right.
Yeah,
And it really should, because there's not much that can stop him.
if he does get that ulti off, like straight in there, SF just BKB and pop the whole thing as well. Just make sure nothing actually stops him. There's no Vengeful Spirit swap. VS is possibly the biggest thorn on the side that an SF can actually have for that. As ES Fisher comes down the bottom lane. I think they're just trying to actually claim Miracle off nice and early here. Netherward has been planted as well, up to level 4. Bouncing stun just going up between the GGnet heroes, which are all trying to protect around the tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Netherward just giving VS a bit of a buzz there, as he tried to let off a bit of a roar just to get vision as well as drop that armor. Netherward about to wear off as well, so they won't actually have this for this fight in the bottom lane. So an early Netherward, while intimidating, the conversions are going to take it out. And now still a bear actually diving his bear through the Medallion of Courage. She hasn't gone off it just yet. BKB has popped off for SF. He's sick of getting a little bit wasted right now. Blast going to come out from the Firefly. Batrider, they do manage to pick off VS. Miracle lets off his ulti just from the high ground on top of the tier 3 tower. They've still dived past the tier 2 tower, so if they decide to actually push this one out, GGnet, they might be able to try and stop this tier 2 tower from going down. There's Crow flying in, going to drop off a couple of recipes there for the bear, but we do see Puck now coming over the top. He's not wanting to actually jump this one in, just try and damage them down. Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, no Glymph. Actually manages to go down, and it looks like Kurukai as well while all this is happening. He's been pushing the top lane by himself, so tier 2 tower in the bottom lane, taken out by the Moscow 5, but Kurukai also claims the one up there on the top lane too, so his Lincoln Sphere will be almost completed. But it looks like Moscow 5 want to claim more than a tier 2 tower. They're going to claim Roshan as well here at the moment, while Kurukai continues to farm in Kurukai style. Oh, they're not. No, Moscow 5 actually decide to actually go back into the lane. Wow, thanks guys.
Okay.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still, I'm not sure that if actually Kurukai's, like actually Kuraki's choice.
Hussy, you're doing it now
items gonna
too.
opt for him.
Oh, it's infectious.
What?
You called him Kurukai. Everybody likes
Yeah, because of you, and this is like a disease spreading out. Not liking.
Yes.
Yeah, what I was saying is,
Yeah.
Linking Sphere or Morphling maybe in this game would not be the right choice, because there are not many targeted spells actually, and the problem is the bear. I mean, what you basically need is someone who can DPS well enough, and Linking Sphere just doesn't give it.
It's actually funny because Kurukai's build for Morphling, as we see them about to initiate here on mid lane, the smoke's already gone off. The Puck holding, catching out Wishdot as well as Pugner. Morphling waves in right over the top. Dread's already managed to get one kill on top of Puppy, and now Pycat gets dragged in by the lasso straight towards the tower. Still no one's gone down yet, while Pycat won't have his ulti for this one. He'll actually die just around the back woods of the secret shop there of the Scourge side, but two of the Sentinel side going down before that battle actually started, making it 8 apiece now. And looks like Moscow 5 are going to grab Roshan and make GGnet pay a little bit for that one. But wow, that was not the battle that GGnet actually wanted to happen. But we can have a bit of a decode when Slash hits that in about 20 seconds time from now. I apologise for the delay, it's just what we have to do. But that is, Kurukai is actually going to go for that Lincoln Sphere. The last two times we've actually seen him playing Morphling, he's actually completely skipped it. He's gone straight SMY, and then the Ethereal Blade actually came afterwards. I think actually went SMY, then Lincoln's, and then he went for the Ethereal Blade straight after. So it's interesting to see him actually go straight up for Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure of his choice of items this game either. I think that was a bad positioning, really. positioning mistake by GGnet. They were too eager to get the kills,
Player's forces
and you really can't go past the tower of Lycus. And the Witch Doctor also just hit everything. It was damaging the SF very, very fast, even if when he had BKB on. So that was a good play by the Witch Doctor. I don't know who's playing Witch Doctor. I think it's NS, isn't
you
it?
got NS, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's got to be NS. Yeah, that was a good play, just about letting that ulti go from the side.
Alright, pressure on mid lane
Excellent.
now. Medina coverage popping off on top of the Spirit Bear. Let's supersize that Spirit Bear just so we can actually try and deal with it. The replicate from Kurukai. It's just the Shadow Fiend. They thought they actually managed to find a winner just there. But Razor's demolishing off the creep wave, so that Radiance burn being a bit of an issue here for GGnet. Nether Ward is set up on the side, on the tree, so we can't see GGnet try and fight next to this tower just yet. Nether Ward only just got planted too, so it will be here for the entire length of this battle. Nice positioning of it too. You actually can't even see it until you get yourself up there. Now they still getting burned off by that Radiance Bear, who now has a Hyperstone on top of him too, so trying to complete up their Assault Cuirass as fast as they can. But yeah, Moscow 5, they're knocking on the Tier 2 tower front door. In fact, there goes the Tier 2 tower. Light of Heaven managed to get the last hit for that one. And still, it's amazing there's only 8 kills apiece right now. I really would have actually expected a little bit more of an aggressive game as far as ganking actually goes from GGnet. But actually have not even seen it. And then again, you don't even have the Batrider farm for him to actually be aggressive too. It's just become a battle of the push.
Yeah, currently it's GGnet who are under pressure, simply because of that fat Silver who's just so damn difficult to kill.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have Assault. Who needs testicles?
You know, this is... Say again?
I wasn't really saying anything. I was merely adding white noise. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, what I was saying is that the Lincoln Sphere Morphling, but just... He can't really do much about the bear. I don't think that's a good choice this time. Just saying that. Just want to throw that. Maybe currently Chinese people are tend to play BKB straight off the cup, just going for power treads, a Ring of Basilius, and then BKB, just to be able to do more in a head-on fight. Because otherwise, Morphling just becomes a liability, because all you do with Lincoln Sphere is basically farm more. You can't really fight more with the Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah.
It's a highly defensive item.
It's actually interesting that we haven't seen the bear being replicated just yet. Like in that last battle, we saw the SF being the chosen one that should be replicated. As they're pushing pretty freaking hard here on the Tier 3 tower. The Bears are just ripping at it. The Nether Ward on the backside is not allowing GGnet to even fight this one off right now. The Bear is actually almost dead right now, but they're going to go straight for the racks. Puck is going to come in here, face shifting himself out. He does manage to actually oldie himself in. He has Fissure as well, slowing down Puck. Azen takes the fall. He is the Puck, and in comes Pycat. Lets the oldie off. Enigma Black Hole, and wow, what a lasso there from Batrider. Cancels off the Pycat oldie, but G has already managed to get a double kill. ES comes in. Oldie flies over the top. We've already lost 2. Shadow Fiend having to buy back during this one. Miracle dying on the retreat as well, and that is a triple kill coming out there for Pugner, ripping himself through. G just to completely demolish that top lane, but wow, so much pressure, so much damage coming out there from the Moscow 5 boys, and they just claim that top racks as well.
Yeah, this is just, you see why Silver is so dangerous.
Yeah, it took 24 minutes. Like this isn't even like a mid-game push. Like sure you can say 20 minutes is like when mid-game really starts off, but most of the time with a Silver Bear, like he doesn't really get that fat that fast. Especially considering now he's actually almost completed an Assault Cuirass, which I'm pretty sure he has enough money to actually complete right now. But like a 24-minute push to actually get down to racks, and it was really uncontested. Not a single hero from Moscow 5 went down, and they retrieved themselves back out afterwards and continue to keep pressure on the lanes. It's perfect execution.
And still GGnet decided to buy back, which cripples the well, their amount of items basically. And this is great, and this was well done by Moscow 5, definitely. They did it right. They just decided to push. They knew when to push, and that was great timing. And as you saw at that point, Pugner was still his nether was just so annoying. It just crippled so many people. And I think the coordination between Enigma and SF wasn't like that well either. Pugner's also got his sheep completed, I believe. So This will
Almost.
definitely be.
Almost. He's so damn close to it, it's
He's
not funny.
definitely got.
Mystic Staff and Void is there. Assault Cuirass just completed. Vlad's as well for the Spirit Bear. He had that one before. That's what we saw the Courier fly down when they were attacking the Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Still, I don't see Batrider with a blink. He doesn't actually want it. He's gone for Hood of Defiance, Headrest Rejuvenation as well as a Django instead. NS just going Ograx, give himself a little bit more HP, and then Ward Bitch for the rest of it. Considering the amount of kills he's got an extra 1,000 gold just lying around. But yeah, GGnet definitely on the back foot.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult for them to come back as soon as Pugner's getting his sheep stick. And Bears, basically Silverbear is demolishing everyone on the GGnet side. Morphling doesn't have any DPS power whatsoever. SF is too easy to bring down.
Oh, look at this now. They're just pushing the Tier 3 tower. The Nether Ward's on the far ground too, so they can't even pop off any sort of like aggressiveness, because if they do that, then they've got to actually go past Silverbear's Bear and the rest of the team to get close towards that Nether Ward. Kurukai now waves up to try and get rid of it, and will do so, but just before the timer actually ran out as well, so the next one's going to be up in about 10 seconds' time. Sheepstick is now completed on top of Pugner, and basically all Moscow 5 have to do right now is sit in the front door. And they'll push it down, they'll get the racks in a moment. Illusory Orb does come over the top. Puck is caught a little bit too close towards the action. Another Nether Ward. There it goes down once again in a position which is almost impossible for them to kill. Kurukai making his business to actually kill it. Goes straight over the top, then replicates himself back inside the main base. Trying to take it for the team. Enigma ulti manages to catch off one right now. Batrider does get the push out here, and Puppy does not have enough HP to even keep that attack actually going. Lasso on the SF, trying to pull Pycat back. Will do so successfully, but G once again is killing off everyone. Enigma buys back this time around for the GGnet guys. There's already too late. The mid-rack is gone. Two heroes on the sidelines, and Puppy comes straight in there. One blink, one kill. Enigma, ES was right in the front of it, and Kurukai also getting the life drained out of him by Pugner. The guy's got everything, and there's a GG call for 27 minutes, and that is one hell of a game from Moscow 5. Did you say they were going to be aggressive? But I just want to point out the fact that 28 minutes, Light of Heaven got 5 kills, 10 assists, and 167 for 22 with 2 neutral kills. That was his CS score at the end of it. Oh my lord. Right. Still was 159 for Pycat though. That was at least something good for the GGnet guys. But Silverbear, you think we're going to see him appear in the ban pool? I think I might be right.
Yeah, it might be. They did manage to actually GGnet, they were just letting Silverbear farm, so it's basically their own fault in this case. Yeah. Yeah, well, it'll be one of those things for all the people on the little reviews where it's like, decode this game! And they'll be like, yeah, Lincoln's Silverbear farm. 2 words, I think we could probably sum up the entire game in. Yeah, not as I said, I'm not quite agreeing with Kuroki's item build this time around. You nearly got me there again. I love it. I absolutely love it. And what I'll also love is when we're back in just a moment, guys. We're going to have a short break. This is a best of 5, so we're going to save ourselves a little bit. And we're back for Game 2 here at the GosuCup Grand Final. It is the Moscow 5 going up against the homeboys, GGnet. GGnet, they're 1 down right now. Moscow 5, 1 up. Will we go with Slush Prediction and see ourselves go with GGnet making a massive comeback after losing the first game? We'll find out in a moment, guys. So stick around. Back for Game 2 in just a moment.